In the course of the show's 12 seasons, Blue Bloods fans have witnessed both the best and worst parts of the show. This series has a lot of shocking moments and twists. If you want to know more about the most shocking moments from Blue Bloods, keep watching this video for all the interesting details. Let's begin. When the suspect of a heinous crime was revealed to be Maria's mother. Over the years, Blue Bloods has had its fair share of surprising events. As a police procedural, it's logically framed like this. Every scenario cannot be so straightforward. Even though the Reagans are all experts in their own disciplines, sometimes a case can throw them for a loop to the point they're simply flabbergasted by the twists and turns. One example of a shocking moment was the episode Bad Blood from Blue Bloods Season 4. Donnie Wahlberg as Danny and his partner Marissa Ramirez as Maria investigate the murder of a man after he's found dead. Maria discovers a possible suspect and proposes that she and Danny follow him to see if they can gather any additional information, but by hiding her actual relationship with the suspect, Maria eventually makes an explosive revelation. Maria has a history with the suspect, as evidenced by the fact that she knows he goes by the name Tic Tac. The two track him down and are on their way to extort him, with Maria remaining vague about the nature of her relationship with him. However, she eventually discloses that Tic Tac, whose actual name is Javi, is her brother. They had a tumultuous history together, and although Maria knows about his terrible past and doesn't think he's beyond committing murder, she holds out hope that he isn't the one responsible. When Linda tried to safeguard a patient, putting her life in danger. Season 5 of Blue Bloods has a particularly high number of unexpected moments when it comes to plot twists and suspenseful scenes. In the episodes Partners, DEA agents and double crossing is the center of the story, while Loose Lips sees Jamie Reagan put in jeopardy investigating the murder of an innocent victim. However, it is Linda Reagan's role in the events of Season 5 that is the most shocking. Linda, who's married to Detective Danny Reagan, is used to seeing her spouse in peril. Their differences in opinion have arisen from time to time, but the most distressing Blue Blood scenes put Linda's life at risk instead. Both New Rules and The Art of War, the season's concluding episodes, include a few moments certain to evoke gasps from the audience. In these two episodes of the season, New York City police officers are searching for the suspected killers of Deputy Chief Donald Kent and his wife Maggie. In the end, it appears that a gang-targeted hit has been made on the two. Hector, the only person who saw what happened to the Kents, is being treated at a hospital after being shot by an unknown assailant. But it just so happens that Hector's hospital orderly, Curtis, is also a member of the suspected gang and shows up in his hospital room with a gun. In the next split second, Linda's role as a nurse kicks in and she shields Hector as Curtis aims his weapon. As the picture fades to dark, the sounds of gunfire can be heard. Fans' jaws dropped in disbelief when the episodes ended abruptly following the upsetting incident. As a result, audiences were afraid to ask the most difficult question: is it possible that Blue Bloods just killed off a beloved Reagan family member when Linda was injured as a result of the hit? We get our answer at the commencement of The Art of War. Unfortunately, despite Linda's best efforts, Hector is shot. Fortunately, Linda appears unharmed and attempts to save his life. The episode comes crashing down like a ton of bricks when viewers realize the right side of Linda's body is smeared in blood. It turns out she wasn't completely unhurt after all. Taking a bullet to the chest when she's wheeled away for surgery, her husband Danny appears right in front of her. As Linda's life hangs in the balance, the case rises to a new level of emotional significance. We're given a roller coaster ride between relief and fear in the final two episodes of Season 5. And just when it seems Linda has escaped the worst, we learn otherwise. In the climax, we learn that the Reagans are about to lose a member of their own family. By the end of the episode, Linda and Danny are able to participate in the Reagan family dinner through speakerphone, despite the fact that Linda is still in the hospital. However, it turns out that the character was just doomed to die, as sometime afterwards, Linda tragically dies in an off-screen helicopter crash. When journalist Lorenzo Colt died, Jamie Reagan and edit Eddie Janko agree to let a journalist named Lorenzo Colt tag along with them on one of their patrols in episode 3 of Blue Bloods Season 6. Following this, Jamie and Eddie demand that Lorenzo remain in their patrol car while investigating a nearby report of a shooting. This is a decision they soon come to regret. Following a break-in, the two police officers are astonished to find an empty flat where gunshots are heard. Just a few seconds later, they hear 3 more gunshots and dash outside to find Lorenzo bleeding to death in the backseat of their police cruiser. It would be an understatement to describe the twist as a masterful narrative bait and switch, but this isn't the only twist in the episode titled All the News That's Fit to Click. It is revealed revealed in the third act of the episode that Lorenzo, who survived the program's opening gunfire, was killed after being thrown from a roof while investigating his attack. By far the most stunning revelation of the episode. Even though Lorenzo's killer is brought to justice at the end of the episode, the shocking nature of Lorenzo's 2 attacks in All the News That's Fit to Click is left intact. Neither of these events had a lasting impact on the series, but it's hard to overestimate how horrifying they are to observe in the moment. Together, they create a surprisingly dangerous episode of Blue Bloods. When diplomatic immunity caused a case to be halted, and the result was violence. In The One That Got Away, the 13th episode of season 7 of Blue Bloods, each of the show's characters tackles their own set of problems. Danny shoots serial killer Thomas Wilder and is accused of not acting in self-defense, putting him right in the middle of a hit list. Aaron is trying to stay away from adoption cases, saying they are emotional minefields. Jamie and Eddie are forced to hide their growing love from one another, while Frank is pitted against the widow of a fallen cop and her son who is interested in joining the NYPD. Things are made worse when Jamie and Eddie decide to go on a disastrous double date after admitting their affections for one another, and Frank finds himself in a precarious position as a result of being invited to the wedding of his late son's fiancée and her new police partner. However, as painful as those 2 plotlines are, they pale in comparison to the case that Danny and Baez work on in this episode. The case of the duo concerns the discovery of a father abusing his child. Even so, the man's diplomatic immunity prevents him from being taken into custody when Danny tries to arrest him. Frank attempts to intervene, but is rebuffed, forcing Danny and Baez to devise a scheme to remove the youngster from the diplomat's custody and place him in foster care. In the end, the diplomat's wife shoots and kills him because of the complications of the situation. The conclusion is a somber one, demonstrating that the real world is often more difficult to manage due to its many shades of gray than the ideal black and white. Fan favorite Linda's sudden, startling, and heartbreaking departure. After seeing the first episode, Cutting Losses of Season 8, fans were both surprised and upset to learn that the series had one less character than usual. It was revealed that a medevac helicopter crashed and killed Linda Reagan in the first episode, even though it was never shown. The episode reveals the character's death gradually during Linda's husband Danny Reagan's therapy sessions. The death of Danny's wife had caused him to consider retirement from the police service. Fans were moved by Danny's plight after seeing him in treatment sessions. His employment was the reason he felt responsible for everything that happened. Several fans also shared their disbelief at the season's opener, saying it was a lot to take in. Linda's departure from the show had a major impact on it. After losing his wife, Danny needed to learn how to deal with the mourning process and adjust to life without her in the law enforcement community, all while trying to figure out what's best for him. Linda's death came as a complete shock and was one of the most heartbreaking moments in the show's history. That's a wrap for today's video. Do you know any other shocking Blue Bloods moments? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.